welcome to Diecast Restos. I'm Jason and this is a Matchbox Superfast 56D Hightailer. It was produced by Lesney from 1974 until 1978. It was always painted white and was usually teamed with an unpainted or silver base, though red was an alternative. The driver can be found in white, yellow or blue, while the models manufactured during this time had blue, orange and black number 5 MB Team Matchbox stickers. My reproduction stickers, however, will be branded with Martini and Dunlop branding, like this example here from a 1979 Martini gift set. The casting was clearly inspired by the 1972 Porsche 917/10. Perhaps Lesney were not able to obtain the rights for the racer. More likely though, it was just another fantasy casting that came about while the Matchbox series was taking up a fight with Mattel's Hot Wheels range. I quite like this Hightailer though, which is rare for me as I tend to sway towards realism over the slightly wackier original designs. Again, it's probably more to do with its 1970s Can-Am style connections. The 917/10's origins were in the 1970 and 1971 Le Mans winning Porsche 917. I've previously done a 917 LH customization, so if you want to hear more history on the 917, I suggest you check that out. The 917/10 was the open-top, turbocharged Can-Am version of the platform. The Can-Am, or Canadian American Challenge Cup to give it its full name, was a sports car racing championship which existed between 1966 and 1987. The 917/10 was first entered into the Can-Am in 1971, where it was moderately successful. But in 1972, Porsche would return to the Can-Am in committed fashion with an uprated 917/10. Porsche returned with the 917 as it had now been rendered obsolete in the World Sports Car Championship. This was due to the 3-litre maximum capacity regulations on prototypes. The 917/10, with its twin turbocharged 5-litre flat 12, won the 1972 championship for the Penske team, driven by George Follmer. Though the 917/10 developed an impressive 850 horsepower, its 1973 successor, the 917/30, put out 1,100 horsepower. This plastic power unit certainly doesn't look like much of an accurate replica though. It's only got 8 visible cylinders, not 12 like the real machine had. The monochrome pen has really transformed the dull, paint-chipped engine and exhaust piece into a much smarter feature. The base I will restore to its polished, unpainted form using Autosol metal polish and some buffing rollers in my rotary tool. I think that the exposed metal sides looked great on the real car against the white body in that image from earlier. Over the metal casting goes Tamiya's white primer, which makes for easy application of white paint later on once it's dry. The white I use is regular automotive paint, Highcoat's white gloss. Its crisp white finish has served me well over many builds now. Here you can see the 2 sections to my Martini gift set reproduction decals. I will leave a link to the source, black square decals, in the description below. The main bulk detached from the backing paper extremely quickly, catching me off guard. It was much thicker than I was expecting, as it didn't fold over onto itself when I grabbed it out of the bath. It rolls out smooth under the gentle pressure of a cotton bud. The Hightailer of the Hightailer then has its Martini decal applied. Just a few final adjustments and a quick squeeze of the excess moisture, and this restoration is looking close to done. To lock in that decal, I apply Mr. Mark Softer solution over the entire casting and roll off the excess again. And so here are all of the parts that make up the Hightailer. I've reattached the re-chromed engine and exhaust system first of all. My blue driver is slotted in loosely next. The base is then attached with a screw holding the front together and the two smaller rivets clipping down the back. So here is how my Porsche 917/10 inspired Matchbox 56D Hightailer looked to start off. The decals were really worn down, faded, dirty, giving the whole casting a grimy feel. The wheels had lost their silver print, as had the engine and exhausts. The base, which incorporated that gearbox at the rear, was very dirty looking too. And this is my retailered Hightailer. It has a new icy white coat of paint that is a perfect base for these gorgeous new decals, replicas of the 1979 Martini gift set cars. The engine bay has been chromed with Molotow, as have the wheel trims. You'll notice the difference in the base. With that unpainted metal polished, it is now gleaming. The driver has also been given a bath and has returned to the cockpit. This was a nice, simple restoration of a casting that, although straight from the minds of the Lesney designers, was clearly influenced by the Porsche 917/10 monster of 1972. Please like, comment and subscribe. Check out the description for links to Patreon, Instagram and YouTube memberships. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.